Welcome to Marketing Minutes, a show where we talk about marketing in 10 minutes or less. Our topic today, COVID-19, e-commerce, and marketing. As of April 20th, there are almost 2.4 million COVID-19 cases worldwide, of which 32% are here in the US. The fatality rate currently measures at 6%, but honestly, who even knows? The US government has spent $2.something trillion in an effort to save the economy and Donald Trump's orange face. And on top of that, all of America is currently on no pants, no problem, leave at home. And that is if you're lucky enough to not be one of the almost 15% unemployed. Needless to say, the coronavirus is on everyone's mind. And today we're going to take a look at successful marketing strategies for this time and how you can weather the storm. 7.5 million small businesses are at the risk of closing. I bet those Lambo guys on YouTube don't have an answer for this issue. But your business actually does not have to be one of these. So if you're an e-commerce brand or you're a retail store that's open to an online version of what you're currently doing now, or maybe even pivoting, then listen on, because here are some best examples of what has worked so far and what's going on with marketing in the current landscape. So clearly, the retail space is hurting. Everyone's sitting at home and no one can go out to buy things. Logic. Retail sales are actually down by 8.7%. That's more than double of what we had during the November 2008 recession, which was at 3.8%. But the e-commerce landscape looks a lot different. The following is data collected by the agency Common Thread Collective across all the ad accounts that they're running for e-commerce business. And the news look pretty good. Revenue is up by 58%. Return on ad spend is up by 25%. Cost per 1,000 impressions is down by 30%. Cost per click is down by 21%. What does that all mean? You're getting cheaper eyeballs to your ads, you're getting cheaper clicks to your website, and you're getting more bang for your buck on the ads that you're running because more people are actually purchasing from what you're spending. So while retail is struggling, e-commerce is actually doing quite well. Industries benefiting the most from this are baby products, toys, since parents are going insane, food and beverage, wellness and beauty, and anything work from home related. Oh, and of course pets. Everyone loves dogs. Sometimes maybe cats, unless they're plotting to kill you. On the other hand, there are a couple of industries that are struggling on e-commerce right now, and these should be no-brainers. It's luxury and jewelry, which no one wants to spend that kind of money right now. And of course, any type of travel gear and baggage. Not emotional baggage, travel baggage. There is a full list on what types of product categories are doing well by Stackline, which I am linking to in the description box. Fun fact, in number 2, you have bread machines, which, by the way, one of the most Googled things is how do you make sourdough bread? And I wonder, why sourdough? But on to more important questions. How can your business benefit from the virtual shopping spree going on? So here are 3 tips of what I've seen has been working really well in the current environment. Number 1, talk to your customers. There's so much uncertainty in the world right now, it's almost as bad as teenagers during their first time. People are wondering, am I gonna lose my job? How much toilet paper does Costco have left? When is the economy gonna open back up? Am I gonna kill my husband before that? Your brand can't leave any room for uncertainty. That means speak to your customers about how you're handling the situation. Unless you're the 10.5 billionth email that you're sending just to jump on the bandwagon of everyone sending emails about COVID right now. That just leads to internet memes. Your email needs to have actual value for your customer. And a great example for this type of email comes from CocoKind. CocoKind is a beauty products company located in California. Due to COVID-19, they started sending all hands stakeholder emails, including customers. How cool is that? In this email, they update you on anything from new products to how they're handling manufacturing or even shipping to customers. Let me tell you, nothing makes you feel closer to a brand than when you know they're fighting for their existence just as the rest of America. But I love your resurfacing mask. You can't close. But no, seriously, it gives your customer an emotional connection to you as a brand. It makes them feel like you guys are fighting the same thing, like you're on the same journey. And nothing makes a relationship quite like going through a global pandemic together. One last tip on talking to your customers. Don't ignore the elephant in the room. Coronavirus is on everyone's mind Even I heard Cardi B just say that as I said, coronavirus.
I'm telling you, shit is real.
Don't make the mistake of pretending like it's business as usual. Tip number 2, message the moment. The next tip should be a no-brainer, but applied to any relationship can make a real difference. Think about where your customers are at right now. Not geographically, I mean that as well, but even more so, mentally. What are the things they care about right now? 1, saving money. With coronavirus came a lot of economic uncertainty. What can you offer to your customers right now that can deal with that? You can run discounts or promotions. Of course, these need to make sense. You don't want to seem like the vulture running discounts because of coronavirus. A company that did this really well is Wink. They are a wine delivery service, and as you know, everyone has increased their alcohol consumption because catastrophe. I also have decided to become a wine connoisseur with all this new free time, and Wink offered me $50 off of my first box. How could I resist that? Also, ask me for a referral link. I'm really bad at winking. Just kind of ironic because the company's called Wink. What's the other things your customers care about? How about number 2, feeling good at home? If we're stuck at home, we might as well make it fun and enjoyable. This is the time for yoga mats and face masks, as well as any toys, things that'll keep kids busy, things that'll make baking and any type of indoor activity fun. Think candles, blankets, PlayStations, Xboxes, all the good stuff. If you're a cosmetics brand, now is a great time to talk about full skincare routines. You know, those ones that you always recommend but no actual human ever has time to do? Now we all do. For an apparel brand, I think now is not a good time to advertise suits, but how about work from home wear? Things that look good on Zoom but are also comfortable. A company that did this very well is Bonobos. Bonobos is a menswear company, and they actually added a new section to their navigation bar in the first spot, which is called Cozy at Home. I don't know why I emphasize it like that. Cozy at Home. I can say it normally too. By the way, you can use the messaging around staying at home and feeling good at home in your ads as well. We've actually found that any type of ad that addressed stay at home did a little bit better or even exceptionally better than other ads accounts were running. And what's the other thing that you need to do to feel good at home? Not be bored. Boredom is the number 1 thing people are fighting right now, right next to a virus. Internet usage is up by 70% and streaming usage up by 12%. So everyone knows Carol Baskin killed her husband. Actually, unpopular opinion, I don't think she did it, but that's a different story. But people are also doing other things than just watching Netflix. Content marketing is not only king right now, no, it's the Thanos of marketing. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Let's just say it's the Freddie Mercury of marketing. And we can clearly see it because everyone and their moms is doing an Instagram Live right now. But besides Instagram Lives, there's other things that you can do. One of the most searched things, as I said, is how do you make sourdough bread? For a food and beverage brand, this might be a hit content article. Other things are, how do you cut your own hair? Well, if you're a hair product brand, that would be a great place to build content around. If you still don't believe me, meet Joe Wick. When the UK closed schools, Joe Wick, who's a fitness instructor, started live streaming PE classes every morning. So far, he has 35 million subscribers. And if you want to know what a hockey stick curve looks like on YouTube subscribers, just look at this. By the way, these examples are brought to you by marketingexamples.com. Definitely make sure to check out that website. It has a lot of great content. The third thing that I think people care about right now, and I guess this is arguable, but it's really each other. Honestly, I've never had as many people smile or wave at me as I have had recently while running. And that's probably the good thing about this pandemic. As a human race, we have come closer together, while being 6 feet apart. With this current situation, people really want to help each other. And what better way to do that than by buying your favorite shoes? No, seriously, any business that is doing their part right now deserves our full support. Allbirds, for example, donated $500,000 worth of shoes to healthcare workers. And now they're running a program together with the public where when you buy a pair, they also donate a pair to healthcare workers. That is an amazing campaign. Audible is allowing children to listen to audiobooks for free. Zoom is giving premium features away for free. Every business is doing what they can to make the current situation as easy as possible for consumers and humans. Consumers are humans. And by the way, we as consumers respond very positively towards this. Zoom's user base has absolutely exploded. But also Neil Patel, who gave away premium features on his tool Uber Suggest, reported that once he announced he was going to do that, a lot more people actually subscribed to premium. Let's think about all those backlinks you're going to be building and those roundup posts. Companies giving back during COVID-19 crisis. No, that's actually a Forbes article. Yeah, think about the SEO value of that. Moving on to the third and last thing that I want to talk about today, which is pivoting. Now, you may have been saying, Melanie, that advice is fantastic. It's absolutely extraordinary and amazing and mind-blowing, and you're such a great marketer. And I would be saying, thank you. I know. But you may be saying, it's not really applicable to my business. In that case, you really only have two options. One, wait out the storm, or two, pivot. If you don't have the funds to wait out the storm, pivoting is actually a great option. You don't have to change your business permanently. You can only pivot until the corona crisis is over. To pivot successfully, think about what your company can offer. What's an advantage that you have right now based on your current business? What do people need, and how can you deliver that service to them with the current environment? Here are some creative examples of pivots. A Canadian escape room company actually launched Escape Mail, where you get escape room puzzles of sorts delivered to your home and you solve them there. Demand was actually so overwhelming, it's now a subscription business. This is a great example of a pivot that might last longer or become an add-on service to their existing business. All types of businesses can pivot. A pizza restaurant in New Jersey, which used to deliver hot steaming pizza to your table at their restaurant, now sends frozen pizza all across the US. Even better is when your pivot does something for the greater good. In 6 simple words, New Balance showed us that they're much more than just a shoe company. LVMH, which used to create perfumes, actually pivoted to making hand sanitizers in those production facilities. As you can imagine, during a shortage of masks and hand sanitizers, both these pivots are extremely beneficial, not just for the brand reputation, but also for sales, as probably shoes and perfume is not the #1 category people are looking for right now. This is what I would call a win-win-win scenario. The brand is fulfilling a need in the market that is very critical, their brand perception benefits from it, and their sales do too, as they've now pivoted from a product that wasn't selling as much to a product that is very in demand. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on marketing, COVID-19, and post some examples of pivots that you have seen below.